Hello and welcome to the first episode in my Minecraft Let's Play series. Today we will be looking at my world, doing a quick tour of it, and also explaining what is to come. Now, I started off just around this area here, and instead of building a house like you normally would for the first night, I decided just to tunnel into the side of the cliff, get resources and build a nice house before I built any house at all. Now this is just a simple, this is what I started off with in terms of where I smelted all my items and also where I stored all my items. I've got quite a bit of resources, and in later videos I'll be going down there, so you'll get to see that in later videos, just for proof that I don't cheat in items from too many items, which I do have. Now this is a house. I was experimenting in this world to do with builds and stuff. Now this is a build that I did using a tutorial from a guy called Monkey Farm, who is also on YouTube. You should go look him up. He's on my YouTube. There is a link on my YouTube channel, sorry. And it's a really cool design. I was pleased with it. It doesn't look quite like it should do because I'm using a different texture pack to what he used. Now if I just quickly go inside, I haven't decorated the top floor yet, however I have done the basement's level. You can go as many levels as you want down, obviously it's up to you. And also if you modified the building a little bit to do with size, then you could also get it higher than 2 on the ceiling. However, I didn't realise that when I first built the building, and I didn't particularly want to take out the back wall and then extend it all. Now this road design, it's relatively simple, but I thought it looked nice. To do with any builds that you see on this world, do send me your opinion on them. Just shoot them out there. Now, when you come up here, this is a mob spawner that I built. Now, again, I can't take credit for this. Again, Monkey Farm's design. Now, I will explain why both of those are from him. Now, at the time I was watching him, but also I was trying to get myself acquainted with redstone and just things in general. This is the first one I've ever built of this, and the first kind of, not redstone demanding per such, but it did need redstone, as you can see. So it was just trying to get myself acquainted with it, and plus get a mob spawner up and running. So I don't have mobs on at the moment, just for the sake of the video and noise, but if you flick that switch, then water will run and they'll all drop down into here. I will make a tutorial on the video just in case you didn't want to go and check out his. And in that video I'll go into much more detail on how it works in there. But when they drop down, you can either, if you were down in caves or stuff, or you were just building and you didn't want them to build up and take your frame rate down or anything like that, take your performance down, you can just flick the switch. They'll all drop down into there, which is a lava pit, and then they'll all die, as you can tell. Now if you were using them regularly and they were all dropping down here and you were getting them, then this is a loot pusher. So if any loot fell at the back and you couldn't reach it, then it will all be pushed to the front. So that's relatively simple, and I'll be showing you how to do all that in a tutorial video later on. There will be tutorials on other things, such as how to build houses like that, and how to build other builds that I do, and any other things that I do in general. I am working on some designs for farms and stuff like that at the moment on my test world. Now this was just a test of a circular building that I did. I thought it worked quite well, experimenting with different things. This world is kind of like a temporary world until 1.3 comes out, which I will be starting a new world. This is an elevator, just for time purposes. I'm not going to actually use it, but it does work. However, it does not work on 1.3. Now, as you can see, you come up here. This will be a new project that I'll be working on until 1.3 comes out, which is a kind of floating island piece, just to kind of liven it up. The reason why I haven't done anything on there yet is because I couldn't really think of what needs to go up there. So do send me in comments on what you think could go up here, and that would be much appreciated. So you see this road, it kind of cuts off into here. Well, it goes underground quite a way. It took me quite a while to do, and basically it comes right the way over to here, and up here you have this kind of rough design of a tower that I was going to use. You can see this flat bit of area just to kind of cut off, and you can see that the road comes down here as well. This I did in World Edit, and I was going to start a city on it and expand it obviously out there and stuff like that. However, I decided that because I'm moving on to a new world in 1.3, there would be really no point, I wouldn't get much done. So I was kind of then messing around with designs on like watchtowers for the edge of the city and stuff like that. And that was just a stubby, more kind of like middle of the wall kind of tower. And this was kind of working out what I could do with some taller towers. So I thought it worked quite well. Obviously as an aesthetic tower in kind of like the middle of this town, it wouldn't be like a defensive kind of tower, but I thought it worked. Half stone slabs for the floor in there just to give it kind of like a different level. If you come over on this side, just show you, these steps go all the way up to the 3rd floor. Now I put glass on the corners just to give you views outwards, and put these slabs here on the tops of the windows to kind of make it so it's not just I say a circle. Obviously you can't have circles in Minecraft, but to make it kind of pop out a little bit more, it's not just a flat surface going all the way round of blocks, you know. So that's that. I've then one more thing just to show you, quick thing. It was again another experimental build. I'm not sure what I think about it. I think it's a little bit too much, to be honest with you, to do with the lava, but this is just a pyramid that I did, just experimenting with pyramids. I like the pyramid itself, but not the lava floor. I was just kind of like messing around with different bits. I like the centerpiece, that's the bit that I like. But then the rest of it, the whole lava floor is kind of a bit out there and leery, and I'll stop staring at it now so no one has a epileptic fit or anything. So yeah, that's about it for the world at the moment. I will be doing more things until 1.3 comes out. Do leave a comment for anything that you want to do, for anything you want me to do, sorry. I will be doing other Let's Plays, so for instance Terraria Let's Play. I'll also be doing a Tekkit, for any of you that know what that is. It's a mod pack for Minecraft. I'll be doing a Let's Play of that. I'll also be doing any adventure maps. I'll choose some, and also if you know of any good ones, do put them in the comments and I'll have a look. Do feel free to put parkour maps in there. Probably end up humiliating myself doing them, but you know, all in good fun at the end of the day. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time.